We're going to talk about the receivers right now. I just want to remind people that Malley's is the official sponsor, chocolate sponsor of the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show. With Valentine's Day coming up, make sure you head over to Malleys.com for all your chocolate needs. The other pick in that athletic mock draft, as I mentioned before, at 24, they had the Browns taking Makai Lemon, the wide receiver out of USC. Tyvis and G, I know you've been doing your whole receiver breakdowns. Two-part question for both you guys, and G, I'll start with you. Is there any chance in the world Lemon makes it to 24? Or is he 0%. Way too good to fall that far? And two, is there a chance he's the best receiver in this whole draft and could be a target for the Browns at 6?
Number one is 0%. Number two is it's like
you think it's 0% that he gets 24?
24? Yeah, watch the tape.
He won't start.
He is not that new. He might be. He could potentially be. We still got to hit the top two big dogs, but right now, from what we seen, it's not even close.
He runs
the whole tree,
every route, like
whole tree.
His space. He got some. He can play special teams too. Like he catches the ball with his hands. Like he's one of them dudes that if you let him go to Pittsburgh,
you gonna hate him.
You gonna hate him for life. Like if you let this man go somewhere like San Francisco, you gonna not like this dude because he's gonna seem like he's open, and every time you need a play,
I can see him going to San Francisco.
Every time you need a play, he's gonna make one, and he does it and hands that ball back like, this is nothing. I'm going back to he's hard nosed.
I can see him going to San Fran. Why you say that?
I'm telling you. I'm listening. There's no way he may pound for pound be.
I'm telling you,
the best receiver. And he just does it consistent. He's been doing it easy. And so if you're looking at to try to get him at, he won't last. There's something.
There ain't no way. 0% he lasts.
I guarantee that there are some people that have him as the best receiver on the board. I think it's split into thirds. Carnell Tate is a guy that can just come in and he looks like pro ready today. I run every route. You don't got to tell him nothing. Now Jordan,
he's the outside guy.
He's probably got the highest floor of all these.
Right. Yeah. Now Jordan Tyson, his ceiling the highest because if the way he's just twitchy, he can move. He's the most athletic of the three.
What's his best case scenario?
Who?
Tyson. Like, will give me a comp for his
Malik Neighbors.
Oh, well, then I'm taking him at 6.
No, he's not that.
I'm just playing with you.
He's like, oh, no. Not like Jordan Tyson reminds me of. So, let me see. Jordan Tyson is, man, he kind of reminds me of.
I'm trying to think of a guy that you can give the ball to.
What's his specialty? Like what's the best part of his game?
Athleticism.
Is he great speed?
He probably gonna run probably 4.3.
He can.
Elite speed.
He's He's fast.
How big is he?
6'4".
Oh, so he's big and fast.
I think he's 6'4".
He's about 6'2". I think he's 6'2".
Oh, I thought he was
still, he's big. I mean, 6'2" is not tiny.
He plays big. He can high point the football.
Yeah.
He does a good job. He has really good body control. The problem is
he hurt? That's his
Hurt
problem.
like
he's injury, and he's not the most natural catcher of the football. He's not. Now, Makai Lemon, he catches here, up, down, up, all that stuff. So he's the most explosive, though. What's the guy that used to play for the Texans? Will
Fuller?
Will Fuller.
Like, always hurt.
Like, he was always hurt, but Will Fuller was fast. Like, Will Fuller would be hurt and then come back. And
he wasn't that big, was he?
He wasn't that big, but his speed reminds me of that. And he plays bigger than what he looks.
He kind of like a Sammy Watkins to me.
No, he was kind of a bust, though, in the league, Sammy Watkins.
I know, but he's because he was hurt a lot, too.
Yeah.
But he kind of reminds me of like a Sammy Watkins.
I would here's the thing. I will say this: if they come away with either three of them, I'll shake their hand and say whatever. Let's just keep it pushing. But there's no way in this scenario.
Yeah,
he's a top.
It's not happening.
He's not. He too. Some people are gonna have him rated as a top on the board, and I wouldn't be mad at it.
It just depends on how the Browns want to run their receiving core because a lot of people are so enamored with we got to have this number one outside guy. But if you look at like Detroit, Amon-Ra St. Brown is clearly their number one. He's in the slot.
Well, Tyreek Hill was.
Tyreek Hill played outside as well, but he could play the slot too. But still, like the Browns, like when you look at Baltimore, Zay Flowers is number one, but he's always in the slot. So like you could do it with a Makai Lemon and have Judy on the outside and whoever else. But I understand why people are so hesitant because everybody thinks when you like, oh, your number one receiver.
Right, got to be a big guy.
Like everybody think of the X as being he's the X, he's the outside guy, big body guy, and he's not that. So it's a difference from your number one receiver and the X. Like it's two. People got to understand there's a difference between
in most cases, it's the same guy, but it's not always.
But so people got to understand that there is a difference in that. And he would be your number one guy. He just would be in the slot.
Now, if you look at it, we've been doing it like we've been talking about these receivers, and like there's a second group of receivers that you're gonna hear about. So you're gonna hear about Bell. You're going to hear about Concepcion. You're going to hear about
Denzel Boston. Did you see what I sent you, Todd McShay?
Yeah, Todd McShay.
Are those guys late first round, early second round picks?
Somebody going to take them in the first. Somebody going to take like Bale or Boston or something in the first.
It feels like the Browns with the 2 first round picks that it's got to be some combo of wide receiver and offensive line. It would feel stunning if they took any other position with those 2 spots.
So let me ask y'all a question.
I feel like it's the thinnest spots, to be honest with you.
It's not great.
If the Browns said, you know what, if Makai Lemon get past 15, we packaging a pick to go back up to the first round. Would you be mad at that?
Who they take at 6?
They took a receiver.
Okay, so Tate or
they took
Tyson.
Tate or Tyson, and then Makai Lemon is sitting there.
What they giving up to get to back in the first?
A second round pick.
This year's
second round pick.
How far are you moving up?
You want to go back to 15?
Yeah, but I don't think you could. You can't move up to 15 just giving up a second round pick.
But so they got 20 what?
24.
So you got 24.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
and then they want to give up a second round pick to go get.
So 24 and 30, 40, whatever it is, 36, 37.
To go back and get a receiver.
Yeah, maybe.
I got to see how free agency goes.
So, okay.
I have to see what they did.
Free agency is the priority right now.
I have to see if they address like left tackle or something like that.
Right.
Is there going to be any tackles, left tackles in free agency?
What
left tackle?
Is any tackles available in free agency?
I'll pull it up
left
again,
tackles that are any good
checked,
don't get the free agency.
Like
bring Jed Wills back.
Man, I mean,
All right, so according to Spotrac, these are the best free agent tackles available in order of their market value projections.
Yeah.
So this is just tackles. Rasheed Walker from Green Bay is expected to get $21 million per year.
I don't know him.
He's young. He was a late round pick that played really well.
What year? How old is he?
He turns 26 this year.
Is he their starting left tackle?
Cash him out.
He was a right tackle.
Cash him out.
He's their starting. But why would they let him go?
Cash him out.
He probably won't. This is just
Okay.
the guys who.
Yeah, they'll probably.
I'm offering. Listen, I'm gonna make it difficult.
Never heard of him, but he's a starter and he's 26.
Cash him out.
I mean, that's right up their alley.
But I doubt he becomes a free agent.
We're gonna push that price up for the Packers so tough.
Right.
$45 million.
Next up, Braden Smith, 30 years old, the right tackle from the Colts.
Yeah, I mean, 30-year-old.
What's his projected?
13.5. And this is Spotrac. Take this with a giant grain
So
of
really
salt.
the only frontline guy is this Green Bay guy.
Well, then just hold on, because this is where it gets funny.
Okay.
They have Elijah Vera Tucker, third, who was a first-round pick by the Jets. He's been hurt. When he's played, he's been good, coming off a couple major injuries.
Yeah, you can't afford a guy like that.
Are you ready for 4 and 5?
We can't have a Jack Conklin.
Are you ready for 4 and 5?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Cole,
Wait.
Tyvis, give it to
Jack Conklin.
Make a straight face first.
I'm about to say,
I need y'all to make a straight.
Jack Conklin and Cam Robinson.
Anthony as my witness, I'm going to read you the next 2 names.
All right.
Yeah.
Cam Robinson and Jonah Williams.
And Jonah Williams, he's terrible.
Hey, nah.
So in other words,
It's a one-man
the only good tackles are the Green Bay guy who they'll probably re-sign, and then that Colts guy who's probably, maybe you sign him for a short-term deal. The third guy's always hurt, and the other guys suck.
Vera Tucker was a 12th overall pick a couple of years ago.
Yeah, but he's always hurt. The Browns can't afford to sign another guy who's always hurt.
Yeah, he's been
so
hurt
you have
3
two options, and the Packers guy probably doesn't actually get free agency. Now, what about guards?
Have an offensive line issue.
Once again, this is based off the Spotrac projections.
Probably Wyatt Teller's number one in guards.
He's not. No.
Cash him out.
No. Go ahead.
David Edwards from Buffalo projected $20 million per year.
All right, so
Cash
he's
him out.
legit.
Hey, so hold on, he played for Buffalo. That's one.
Cash him out.
And he played for Josh Allen. How much is he getting?
20.
20.
Yeah.
Cash him out.
Ed Ingram from Houston projected 13.
Their offensive line was terrible.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, we didn't want him.
Joel Bitonio is third.
So there's basically you basically have one tackle and one guard. That's it.
And the man Joe Patonio was on one leg and wanted to retire.
Joe Bitonio's retiring. He's the third best guard available.
Third best
This is
available.
horrible, man. So we gotta go. We can't make the
No.
trade. We can't do.
We
the
can't do
trade.
it. We can't do it.
afford to
The syndicate has come up. We can't do it. We can't make the move. It's minimal.
Maybe they signed that guard from Buffalo.
Terrible.
I mean,
And Lyndon Baum's the best center on the market.
and
Poachich is the second.
That's terrible too.
But they're going to go with what's his name?
are they
Whippler at center.
are they
probably.
bringing are so
Yeah,
are they
because he
are
got
they,
a season ending
They,
injury.
Are they-
you know what?
and
They might have to
Poachich
make a
too?
trade. I don't know.
so think about how many
Yeah.
people that they got that just don't like Poach's season ending injury, DeJuan Jones season ending, Luke Whippler season ending, like
Bitonio retiring.
Batonio retiring, Jack Conklin
Yeah.
injuries.
Actually, we don't know for sure Bitonio's going
We
to
don't know
retire.
for sure. We don't know for sure.
But you wonder if he'd go somewhere else if he doesn't retire.
I mean,
Who?
is he still
Batonio.
under contract?
No, he's a
No,
free
he's
agent.
Free agent.
Listen, this is we.
I don't think he'd go somewhere else.
Why not? He might want to win.
And this is why if
Yeah.
they draft Maui Noga,
yeah.
they may say, even if we have to move him to guard, he's still better than
the best,
everybody
yeah.
we got. He's the best overall.
Well, he probably
offensive-
would be their best offensive lineman.
He's the
No,
best
he
offensive
would
lineman.
be.
And so now, like,
You would have to beg Batonio to come back for another year just to be
Yeah.
because then you have at least you have a left guard, a center, a guard. Tackle.
Man.
You're not even saying that with conviction, Tyson. Tyson.
Hey, can we-
I just called you Tyson.
This is
Yeah,
terrible.
How
Tyson.
did I come up with
hey,
Tyson?
can we get one of them Kelseys to come out of retirement? Can we get him?
Oh,
Can we-
Jason
terrible.
Kelsey, we could use him.
Hey, Kelsey, come on, I know you can.
Why
do
did
that.
I call Tyvis Tyson?
AB gonna have to really earn some money this year.
Oh no,
I'm afraid
he's
so.
really going. By the way, just go ahead.
They say they want to win how many games? The
More
Browns.
than 5.